revolutionary activities during 1920s. These revolutionary activities has a turns toward socialism and communism. Who were the revolutionaries during these times? Those who were dissatisfied with the non-violent strategy of political leaders or nationalists of that time were the revolutionaries in 19 between 1920s and 30s, because non-violent strategies of national leaders was not able to reap the desired fruit at the time. Therefore, some revolutionaries or heroes of our national struggle decided to do some revolutionary activities, militant activities at that time. So there were two strands. First is Hindustan Republican Association, and the other is Yugantar Anusharan Group, or later it will be called as Chittagong Armory Raid Group. These two strands of revolutionaries were active in the different parts of the country. Like Hindustan Republican Group was active in the Punjab, and United Province, today's UP, and Bihar region. Okay, and the Yugantar Anushilan group was active in the Bengal region. Okay, who were the leaders in these groups? The main leader of the group of Hindustan Republican Association was Bhagat Singh and Chandrasekhar Azad, and Yugantar Anushilan group was Surya Sen and Subhash Chandra Bose. Surya Sen and Subhash Chandra Bose. Chandra Bose. Okay. So, what was the need of a revolution after non-cooperation movement? Because non-cooperation movement was non-violent, and if there is a non-violent strategy and a non-violent way of working, then why there is a need of revolution in the country? Because revolutionaries, because revolutionaries were not activated suddenly in the 1920s. Actually, revolutionaries were there from the beginning, since the starting of the starting of British era in the India. But during World War One, during World War One, revolutionary were repressed because government don't want double burden of war, like internal war and external war also. So government repressed all the revolutionaries, and most of the revolutionaries in during World War One, between 1914 to 1918. But when government enacted Montfort reform, which we say is Montague Chelmsford reform, when government was in line to release Montague Chelmsford reforms in India to make a harmonious environment in the country, they releases revolutionaries at the time. And during that time, Gandhiji persuaded most of the revolutionaries to take part in the non-cooperation movement. We have studied non-cooperation movement in previous lecture. So Gandhiji persuaded them to take part in the non-cooperation movement, and to give a try to give a chance to non-cooperation strategy or non-violent strategy. Non-violence strategy. Violence strategy. And revolutionaries were also agreed with him that okay, let's give it a chance to change the regime of the country with non-violent strategy, or take or fight against British with non-violence. But after the Chori Chora incident, as Gandhiji withdrew the non-cooperation movement, the revolutionaries and other strata of the revolutionaries and national leaders were shocked that what happened suddenly. Why did Gandhiji took the withdrew the non-cooperation movement? Everyone is shocked and critic of this decision of Gandhiji to sudden withdraw the non-cooperation movement. Therefore, the revolutionaries were remained with only three alternatives: to join the Swarajist, to join the no changers, or to go with violence strategy. Okay, so Swarajist, I have already told, those people who wanted to be a part of parliament, that time parliament legislature. Okay, and parliament, and no changes are those people who want to do constructive work on the ground. Constructive work on the ground, like Hindu Muslim unity and helping depressed class, poor class peoples. Okay, these were the no changes. I have already told this in the previous lectures. And revolutionaries took the path of violence and loot of British government. So who were the part of a non cooperation movement? Revolutionaries, those who were the part of the non cooperation movement, some of them are जोगेश चंद्र चटर्जी, सूर्य सेन, भगत सिंह सुखदेव, भगत चंद्रशेखर आज़ाद, शिव वर्मा, भगवती चंद्र वोहरा और जयदेव कपूर, जतिन दास, और भी कई सारे लोग थे. बट दीज वर द मेन पीपल्स हु वर द पार्ट ऑफ revolutionary as well as the part of non-cooperation movement at that time. And these revolutionaries, I have already told that two strands were there. One is Punjab, Bihar, and United Province region. One is active in this part, one strand, and another strand is active in Bengal part. The leader in this group are Bhagat Singh and Chandrasekhar Azad, and in this group are Subhash Chandra Bose and Surya Sen. Okay, these were the leaders at the time of the revolutionaries' activities. So, what influenced revolution in India at that time? So, major influence on the revolutionaries of India. First is the upsurge of working class and trade unions post World War One. Okay, as there were high price rise and food inflation and inflation all over the country, and unemployment and problem of famine in the country. And after the Russian Revolution, with the witnessing the success of Russian Revolution, the Indian revolutionaries are also motivated to become to make revolution in the country, and some sprouting new communist group in country, and generals are the motivating Journals and news publications were the motivating tools at that time to extol sacrifice, like journals like Atma Shakti and Sarthi and Bijoli. These were the journals and news publications who were making this sacrifice heroic and extolling them. Okay, some books like Bandi Jeevan and Pather Dabi, though government banned these types of books, but these books also motivated young revolutionaries at that time. The Bandi Jeevan was written by Sachindra Nath Sanyal and Pather Dabi was Sarat Chandra Chatterjee. So let's talk about how the Hindustan Republican Association was formed at that time, and how and its a formation, its activities, and its decline, setback, setback to its members, and then reformation. Reformation. Okay, let's talk about this. So, main, who were the initial members of the Hindustan Republican Association was Ram Prasad Bismil, Jogesh Chandra Chatterjee, Sachindranath Sanyal, Chandrasekhar Azad. These were the founding member of Hindustan Republican Association. ये This association was made to establish a federal republic of United States of India. We can all comprehend this thing, that from where this name was motivated at that time. It was easy to comprehend, like United States of India and Federal Republic. So we can clearly see here the vision and motive of revolutionaries for the formation of HRA, that they want India as a and republic, republic and United States of India, to make India as a federal republic, United States of India. If we have read, and if you have some of them, you have read the Constitution of India and its preamble especially, and if you understand these terms, you will realize how visionary these peoples are. I will definitely explain these terms near in further lectures, but if someone know the preambles and these terminologies, you can realize and imagine the visionary vision of those revolutionaries at that time. They want to make this federal republic on the basis of adult franchise, like after the 21 or 18 age, one can vote and choose his representative. Okay, so what was the working of this for this organization? Working of this organization, the first thing is Kakori conspiracy, which is nowadays called as Kakori train action by UP government, renamed, because it is not take that heroic action work as a name, that those heroic action work as conspiracy, so the name was changed to Kakori train action. This Kakori train action was to fund the revolution and to get public attention. So the vision is always clear behind every action. The vision of the leadership, or as I say, the revolutionaries, was always clear. So what, that our motive to do something, or to do some activities, is to gain this particular result. So their vision was to fund the revolution first vision, and the second objective was to gain the public attention. So how will these two things must be achieved from one action? So they did Kakori conspiracy. How they did it? This thing. So peoples were involved in this Kakori conspiracy were first of thing, uh, Ashfaqullah Khan, Ra- Ashfaqullah, Ram Prasad Bismil, and Chandrasekhar Azad, and other 10, and Rajendra Rehri. These Sachindra Bakshi, Keshav Chandra, Keshav Chandra, Keshav Chakravarti, sorry, and Roshan Singh. These were Roshan Singh. It is Roshan Singh. So these peoples were involved in this Kakori conspiracy, and out of these 10, 15 peoples, these three were sentenced to death for this action, revolutionary action. Okay. So what was the Kakori conspiracy actually? The these revolutionaries decided, these three and other 10 revolutionaries decided, including Chandrasekhar Azad and all other peoples, decided to stop 8 down train, 8 down train by pulling the chain, by pulling the chain which runs between, at that time, which passes through Kakori, a small town. Kakori, a small town in Lucknow. Lucknow. Okay. So they decided that one of them will go on train, from one of the stations, and then when the train passes nearby the Kakori, that person will pull the chain, and the train will stop at Kakori, and other revolutionaries were present there, and they will loot the money and cash of British government to fund the revolution. Okay. But all we know is that all of us know that whatever we plan will not go according to our plan. The God has something else plan, some plans always, some other plans also. So their simple plan was, one person on the train will pull the chain, will pull the chain, and at Kakori station, and all other will take over, and all other will come and overcome the train guard, overcome the train guard, and force him to open the safe and flee with the money. Okay, this was the simple plan. Okay. But unfortunately, one passenger in the train was shot accidentally. Okay. This was the plan of God, and because of this, the simple robbery converted into the murder. Okay. So therefore the issue become serious than robbery. But after that, After that, government cracked down on these revolutionaries as usual, because there is involvement of violence and murder. Therefore, government cracked down, and even if there was simple robbery, the government will not at all going to tolerate this. But because there was a serious crime of murder, therefore government strictly cracked down on these revolutionaries and arrested many of them, and 17 revolutionaries were jailed at that time. 17 were jailed, and four revolutionaries were transported for life imprisonment, and three, the name was Naram Prasad Bismil, Rajendra Rajendra Behri, and Ashfaqullah Khan, and Roshan Singh. These four peoples were sentenced to death. Okay, so due to this crackdown of government, the HRA was get a setback. The HRA get a and setback, and their activities were stopped for some time. The train conspiracy occurred in the 1925, and from the 1925 to 1928, there there were crackdown of the government and setback to the revolutionary activities, especially of Hindustan Republican Organization. So their activities were hampered, and therefore, after a long break, they reorganize. They reorganize in the Firoz Shah Kotla's ruins in Delhi. Firoz Shah Kotla's ruins in Delhi in September 1928 September, and reorganize, and to overcome the setback of Kakori, they make this Hindustan Republican Association as Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. Okay, they renamed the name of organization and make new principles and goals for the organization for the further revolution to continue. Okay, this new named organization was inspired by socialist ideology of Russian Revolution. Okay, and who were the revolution, and who were the leaders at that time? The leaders were Bhagat Singh, and Sukhdev, and Bhagwati Chandra Vora, and Bijoy Kumar Sinha, Bijoy Kumar Sinha, and Shiv Verma and Jaydev Kapoor. Shiv Verma and Jaydev Kapoor. These were the leaders of this new organization, and they adopted socialism as their goal, and also decided to not to go for individual heroic action like assassination of British officials, and heroic actions like this assassination and robbery, and this heroic action like this were not be the part of their activities now. But again, there was plan of someone else. So what happened in October 1928? The Lala Lajpat Rai, the Sher Punjab, at that her he was also known by the name of Sher Punjab, was protesting against Simon Commission. I will going to explain in further lectures what is Simon Commission, but he was protesting against Simon Commission. Okay, so in a unjust order, on October 1928, in a lathi charge, he gets some serious injuries, and therefore he died. And according to Chandrasekhar Azad and Bhagat Singh and other leaders, it was a shameful incident for Indian youth that a nationalist hero such as Lala Lajpat Rai was died in such a petty action of British government, and just because of an unjust order of lathi charge by the hands of local policemen. Okay, so they decided to murder the Saunders who were behind the unjust order given to the policemen to lathi charge the revolutionaries or activists, because of what the Lala Lajpat Rai died at that time. Okay, so though the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association was the members of this organization decided not to go for individual heroic action, but due to this incident they break their oath and decided to take the revenge from this British unjust rule and orders. Okay, and in this planning of in this activity, and during this murder activity, where Bhagat Singh and Rajguru murdered the Saunders, and then when Chandrasekhar Azad was going to pursue them, taking them out of the situation, he shot a local police constable. After that, Bhagat Singh and with him Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Dutt throw a sound bomb in Central Legislative Assembly. This bomb is made to deaf hear, यानी कि अंधों को बहरों को जो सुनाई नहीं दे रही है रिवोल्यूशनरीज की आवाज़, वो सुनाई दे जाए, इसलिए ये बॉम्ब उन्होंने फेंका था असेंबली के अंदर. ओके, ये उनका ऑब्जेक्टिव था. ये बॉम्ब और इसलिए भी था कि ये जो पब्लिक सेफ्टी बिल और जो ट्रेड डिस्प्यूट बिल आया था, जो कि दो रिप्रेसिव बिल थे इंडिया के जो फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम को ख़राब करने के लिए, ये दो बिल जो थे, इसके अगेंस्ट में भी ये बॉम्ब जो है असेंबली में इन दोनों ने फेंका था. तो और इनका ऑब्जेक्टिव था कि टू गेट अरेस्टेड एंड गेट कोर्ट ट्रायल and with that court trial they will get public attention. So here you can also again see the vision of these people, that they knew that if we will throw a bomb and get flee and do not get charged for these activities, there was no repercussion of these activities. But if they get arrested and the court trial will start on them, these court trials will publish in newspapers, and people and public were enthusiastic to know about enthusiastic for knowing that how these peoples have not have sacrificed their lives just for the sake of independence and liberation. So this was the vision of these people during that time. So just to get public attention and spreading awareness, they get arrested and started court trial on them. So what were the actions government take against these revolutionaries? Okay, so Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru tried in Lahore conspiracy case. Okay, Lahore conspiracy case, and other revolutionaries were also booked in several other cases, and there were protests in jail, and the protests are like fast until death. So these protests are against the horrible conditions, of jail, horrible conditions of jail. So what were the conditions? And they wanted themselves to be treated as political prisoners, and not to be treated as militants. Okay, and the other demand was to get books and newspaper to read. Okay, so these were the demands of this protest in the jail by these revolutionaries like Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru. And the first martyr, the one who died due to fast until death on the 63rd day of fast, was Jatin Das. And Congress tried to defend these revolutionaries in the legislative council, because Congress was a part of Swarajist, and Swarajists were the part of council, okay, legislative council at that time. We have read this in previous lecture. Okay, on 23rd March 1931, which is known as Shahid Divas, these three revolutionaries, Bhagat Singh, These three revolutionaries, Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev and Rajguru, were hanged till death. Okay, for the Saunders murder. And Gandhiji and other political leaders were not able to defend them in court as well as parliament. The Chandrasekhar Azad blew up Viceroy Irwin train in Delhi. The Viceroy Irwin did not died in that conspiracy and get a narrow escape. And during 1930, 26 other violence cases were in violent actions were taken by Chandrasekhar Azad. And during a meeting in Alfred Park, he was betrayed by his one of his associate, and police get and his associate informed the police, and the Alfred Park was surrounded by policemen. And then he called himself Azad, so he has pledged to not to get imprisoned ever in his life. So he shot himself death. His cold pistol is still in his memory, is available in Allahabad Museum in UP. So this was the journey of Hindustan Republican Association to Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, and some of the revolutionaries who were the part of this association, and journey of this association, also the journey of these revolutionaries. And we will talk later in further lecture about the Anushilan group and Chittagong Armory raid in the next video. Thank you.